Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm filming a Q&A Get Ready With Me. I asked you all on my Instagram stories to ask me questions so I could film this video today. So thank you guys so much, all of you all who participated and asked me questions. I think I might start filming these like once a month or so, just so you guys can get to know me more and ask me questions that maybe you wouldn't normally ask me. My Instagram handle is just Julie Dawn Olson, and I'll have it linked down below for you guys. If you are new or if you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure that you turn on your notifications by clicking the bell. That way you will know as soon as I post a new video. Let's just go ahead and get into this Get Ready With Me. I know normally for my eyeshadow portion of my Get Ready With Me's or my tutorials, I usually zoom in so you guys can see every little thing I'm doing. I'm not going to be doing that today just because I feel like with answering questions, I don't know. I just want to have my full face in frame, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow first, and I'm just going to prime my eyelids. And I'm just using my Catrice eyeshadow primer. And if I don't mention every little thing I'm doing and every little thing I'm using, like I said, everything is gonna be listed down below. This is gonna be more of a casual video today. I am gonna be using the Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach eyeshadow palette. I'm just going in with the peach shade and I'm just blending that into my crease. And the first question that was asked is what, or must-have nude lipstick if you could pick only one high-end or drugstore, like what would I pick? And I thought about this one yesterday because I was reading your all's questions while I was at work, and I think for this one I would definitely pick my L'Oreal lipstick in Ferris Nude. I would say out of all of my lipsticks, that is like my most worn nude lipstick, and it's more of like a nude pink color. I just really enjoy this lipstick. I feel like it goes with so many different makeup looks. It's decently long wearing for a bullet lipstick. It feels moisturizing on the lips. Do you enjoy reading, movies, sports, any favorites? So I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. When it comes to reading, it's not so much that I don't enjoy it. Like in some ways I don't, and it's not because I don't know. It's just because I hate to sit still for a long period of time. And also too, whenever I start to read a book, I have to know how it ends. Like I can't just, you know, read a little bit here and there. It's like I have to know what happens. I'm always doing stuff, so I never really sit down to read. Probably the only things that I really sit down to read is the Bible or like devotional type of books. Usually I do read those most mornings before I get ready, just kind of have like my quiet time in the morning. So yeah, that's really the only things that I read on a regular basis. With sports, I don't really watch that much sports. Like I'm not a big sports person. I do like our college team that we have here at Louisville, like their basketball team. I do like to watch their stuff on occasion. Honestly, I'm not the biggest sports person. I'm just going in with like the gold shade now, and I'm just putting that on the first part of my eyelid. And then with movies, I definitely have some movies that I do enjoy. I feel like the movies that I like are all over the place. Growing up, I was obsessed with The Lion King, so I do like that for like a Disney movie. I like Thelma and Louise, like for an older movie. Like when it comes to movies, like I usually like TV shows the best. Like I watch The Office all the time. I like Stranger Things, Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like those are the things that I tend to watch more often than movies. But I also really like, there's this movie, it's called The Prestige. It has like Christian Bale in it. I really like that movie. I don't know. So it's just like, I feel like my movie tastes are all over the place. I'm just going in with like this shade right here. And I'm kind of putting it in between the gold and that dark brown color. For my brow bone highlight, I'm gonna use the shade right here. This is just so different for me to film a video like this where I'm not really explaining all of my steps to you guys. Then for my primer, I'm just using my Wet n Wild Dewy Primer, one of my very, very favorite illuminating primers. For my foundation, I'm just going to be using the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect, and this is in the shade Light. Okay, what is the biggest thing that YouTube has taught me? So definitely, I feel like YouTube has taught me several different things. One being that just because you see somebody on YouTube and like their makeup is absolutely perfect, like you just think that, or even with anything, that they're just naturally good at that. And maybe they are a little bit more naturally gifted, but the only way, sorry, my phone just went off, but the only way you're gonna get better at something is to continue to do something regularly, to, you know, put everything into that. And it's like, you know, people are like, how are you, you know, you're so good with makeup, but that just came with time and with practice. So that has definitely taught me, like, the more you do something, the better that you're gonna get at it. So if there's something that you want to be better at, whether it be makeup or maybe painting or maybe a sport, whatever it is, just do it more often, like schedule a time to do it and do it consistently. Consistency is one of the keys to success. So, you know, the more consistent you are with something, the more successful you're more likely to be. So with YouTube, you know, it's like the more consistently that I post, the more successful it has made me over time. When it comes to like consistency, like, and being successful, I mean, that just translates to other areas of your life. Like, you know, if you're consistent with working out, you're gonna get stronger. I don't know, I guess that kind of ties into like the first thing that YouTube taught me, like the more you do something, the better you're gonna get at it. And also it has taught me that like you're gonna have ups and downs. Like not all the time are you gonna be up. Sometimes you're gonna be down, you know, and things aren't gonna always be on the upswing, you know? It's like things go up and then things come down and then they go up again. It's also taught me to try not to care so much about what other people think or say, because everybody is gonna have an opinion about something. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer, and that's probably like the hardest thing that for me to like get over, to not care what people think and to not be offended when people have something negative to say. But like sometimes people can just continue to comment and just continue to be negative with every comment that they have. And in those cases, I've learned to just ignore them or to block them, because, you know, sometimes it's just like, if it's something that's really bothering you, it's best to ignore it or block it, because it's just not worth your time and energy, you know? But it's also taught me that like there's a lot of people out there that are kind and uplifting. In which US state do you live? So I feel like I've mentioned this a lot on my channel. So I feel like if you watch me a lot, you probably know. But I am from Kentucky. That is the state where I was born and raised, and that's where I currently live. Favorite drugstore brushes. If I had to pick like my two favorites, definitely e.l.f. and definitely Real Techniques. So I just went ahead, sorry if my camera's all shaking, I just turned it back on. But I went ahead and did my brows and my mascara off camera, so I'll link those products down below that I used. I'm just gonna use this NYX Slide On Glide On pencil in my waterline. This is in the shade Glitzy Gold. And I feel like I have just really used this so much recently. But I just love to pair this when I use gold eyeshadow. I don't know, it just just catches the light and looks pretty on the waterline. Now I'm gonna move on to bronzer. And today I think I'm gonna use my L'Oreal True Match Bronzit. I've been getting back into using this again, and I'm just gonna use my Morphe M530 brush. Where is your dream vacation? So, and she has a couple of different questions in this one question. So, my dream vacation, I mean, I have several different places that I would like to travel to. And this isn't like my only dream vacation spot, but it's like the one I want to go to next, and that is Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii so bad, and I've talked to Josh about this, and I think that we're gonna start planning a trip for either next year or maybe the year after that. Save up some money. I mean, I know the biggest expense for that trip is definitely going to be the plane tickets, especially since we live on the East Coast, because we're going to have to fly out to LA or something like that and then fly to Hawaii. So I know, like I said, that's probably going to be one of the biggest expenses. I've looked at different places at Airbnb, different places to stay at in Hawaii, and I mean, honestly, like a lot of them are pretty reasonably, got like a black speck right there, are pretty reasonably priced. Like, it's not outrageous. I mean, there's definitely places that are really expensive, but it's doable. I feel like it's definitely a doable dream vacation spot. So that is my next like dream vacation place I want to go to. And then she asked also, what are you going to do for your birthday this year? So my birthday is in July. It's July 12th. I feel like my hair is so flat today, so I'm sorry. It's just bothering me. I have got to figure out some new like hair products. You guys need to recommend me some down below for like volume. I don't know. I feel like the older I get, I don't know if my hair is thinned out some, but it is so flat to me. And it's probably also too, since I've been trying to grow it out. I mean, it has the angled style in it. And I mean, I'd still kind of like that, but I feel like because the front is so long, it's kind of heavy and like weighs it down and makes it even more flat. So I don't know. You guys will have to recommend me some stuff down below. But yeah, back to her question. I'm sorry, I got totally distracted. And let me grab the blush color I want to use today. I think I'm going to use this blush again. I've just been really obsessed with this. This is the Coral Cove by Milani. But also, what are you going to do for your birthday this year? So I don't really have anything planned for my birthday. I don't know. It's kind of like the older that I get. It's not that I don't care about my birthday, but I don't know. It's like you don't make as big a deal about your birthday the older you get, or at least that's how it is in my case. Or I don't know. It just depends from year to year. Like some years I'm really into like doing something. Other years I'm just like, whatever. I feel like this is another one of those years where I'm kind of like, whatever. We'll probably go out to eat somewhere. I think I want to go. I'm going to take a little bit of this blush and use it. Whoa, I put that up way too high. This is just the Real Technique shading brush. I think this blending brush is just too big. See, this is why it's so difficult for me to answer questions and do makeup at the same time. But yeah, I think I want to go to like a sushi restaurant for my birthday. I just absolutely love sushi, and it's something that I don't eat all the time. So I think I want to do that, or maybe get pizza. I don't know. So basic, but yeah. So that's basically all I really have planned for my birthday. And I think I'm actually working on my birthday because I think my birthday's on a Thursday and that's one of my work days. So I think I'm going to use my Anastasia Amrezy highlight. Were you into makeup as much as you are now when you were in high school? And I have always been into makeup. Like, I've always loved it. Even whenever I was like in elementary school, I used to love watching my mom put on makeup. I mean, obviously mom didn't let me wear makeup when I was in elementary school. I think she finally started letting me wear makeup when I was like in the 7th grade, like 6th or 7th grade. But I just always thought it was so cool. And I don't know, I just loved it. I loved how you could just transform the way that you looked. It was like a form of art for me. Like, I just thought it was so cool. And But yeah, I mean, in middle school and high school, even though I was really into makeup, I definitely did not have the makeup collection that I have now. And I've told you guys this before, but I feel like if I didn't do YouTube, I mean, I would have more makeup than like the average person, but I don't think I would have the amount that I have. I just always am buying new makeup and trying new makeup for you all, even though I do enjoy testing out new makeup. So yeah, I mean, I had more makeup than my friends, or at least than most of my friends, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't one of those things where, and I feel like too, whenever I was growing up, I don't feel like having a huge makeup collection was as big of a thing as it is nowadays. I feel like nowadays it's like normal to have a makeup room with makeup everywhere. And I think that's partly because of YouTube. I mean, YouTube has made it that way. But yeah, I've always loved makeup, and I'm just going back with some more bronzer. But, you know, I've always enjoyed it. I think I'm just going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter. So I totally thought I was filming a second ago, and I wasn't, but I was telling you guys that I've been getting back into these Maybelline Color Vivid lipsticks. Like, I know that they released these like years and years ago, back when I first started my channel. I think it was like in 2012 or something. And I used the color today in Electric Orange. And this is a good dupe to MAC Orange, or if you can't find this, I'm pretty sure Maybelline still makes this one. But if not, the Wet n Wild lipstick in 24 karat gold, I think, yeah, is pretty close to this. I think this one might be more of like a matte shade. But yeah, I just love this for like a bright, intense orange lipstick. I've been so into bright lipsticks for summer. I don't know, it's just like so not like me. And I feel like this lipstick pairs really nice with this eyeshadow palette just because of the bright, warm orange and coral colors. So yeah, I do really like that. And I think I might actually, I can't decide. No, I don't think I'm going to add any more blush. I thought I was going to. This blush also pairs really nice with that lipstick. This is the Flower Beauty in Peach Primrose. Okay, so the very last question, fave makeup brand. And this one is incredibly difficult for me to answer because you all know I love so many different makeup brands, so many different drugstore makeup brands. I love high-end makeup brands. Like, I love so many different brands. But I do really like Wet n Wild, and Flower Beauty is really, like, all the stuff that I've used from Flower Beauty recently, I love so much. So Flower Beauty is also another brand that I'm really enjoying right now. I mean, if you ask me a couple of years from now, I'm sure that'll probably change. But those two are my favorite brands. I know that Wet n Wild's kind of been going through some controversy. No? How do you say that? They've been going through some controversy right now. But I mean, I still love their products, and yeah, so I hope that you guys did enjoy this Q&A with me today. And I want to film these more often, so make sure that you go and follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to be asking you all periodically, maybe like once a month or something like that, you know, to ask me questions so I can do one of these Q&A get ready with me's. If you did enjoy this today, please give it a thumbs up. Also, thank you to everyone who asked me questions so I could film this video. I appreciate it so much. I love when you guys engage with me and we can just, you know, have a conversation and chat. I love talking to you guys. So thank you all so much, everyone who asked me questions. I hope that you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.